So I wasn't going to make a video on this topic, but as expected, misinformation loves to spread and people are confused. And in some ways, rightfully confused because many folks don't understand what some of these terms mean or what disinformation is or what's going on. And that's why I'm here to try to clarify exactly what is going on. So please spread this video out to anybody who may be confused about this. Let's go into it. So it was announced at Jump Festa that the old episodes of Dragon Ball Super, episodes 1 through 131 presumably, were going to be rebroadcasted, that is, shown again on television, on BS Fuji TV starting February 2021. And people have taken this announcement and misconstrued it / gotten confused about it having something to do with new episodes of Dragon Ball Super not coming back or the series not coming back for 2 more years or something to that matter. Okay? First and foremost, rebroadcast, meaning it's a rerun. Reruns have existed on television for decades. When TV shows get done airing for the first time on TV, what happens is oftentimes we see the same season aired again, right? Happens all the time on television. You know, if you're watching, I don't know, any TV show, doesn't matter, even stuff on Toonami, even Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, it would end, then we would go back to Raditz again. That's called a rerun, right? However, because Dragon Ball Super, when it ended on TV back in 2018, it did not go into reruns. If you remember, it got replaced by Kitaro. And that lasted for 2 years. And right now in that time slot, they're airing Digimon 2020, right? So Dragon Ball Super never had a rerun on television. This is the first time it's being reran. Number 2, this is not being rerun in that time slot, nor is it being rerun on Fuji TV. BS Fuji TV. Okay, when Dragon Ball Hype typed this out, he's not. BS does not mean bullshit. BS means broadcast. Broadcast station Fuji TV. It's not the same channel as Fuji TV. Just like how over here in the West we have MTV, MTV2, VH1, VH1 Classic. We have Nickelodeon and Nicktoons. We have Cartoon Network and Boomerang. We have TBS and TNT. Fuji TV owns several different networks, and BS Fuji TV is another network. Now, typically, the way it works over here is, what do those secondary networks typically do? They air reruns. Also, the time slot is completely different from the Dragon Ball Super time slot. Because right now, Digimon is airing in that time slot, and Digimon's not going to be ending in February. There are many more episodes to go. So there's people now who don't know this information, who are going around assuming that these episodes are going to be airing in the same time slot as Dragon Ball Super just to have a rerun. And that's not the case. That time slot where Dragon Ball Super aired does not air reruns. It only airs first run programming. Historically, it has aired first run programming, aka new shows every time. BS Fuji TV, another channel, another time slot, airs reruns, and thus that is why this is being promoted. Because if people in Japan miss Dragon Ball Super, if they miss the first run, if they don't want to go out and buy Blu-rays, then they have a chance to watch Dragon Ball Super on television on BS Fuji TV in case they missed it when it ran. That's what this means. That's all this means. This has nothing to do with the series coming back. It has nothing to do with new episodes not being produced. They are literally just rerunning Dragon Ball Super on a different network. That's all they are doing. I understand people are very emotional about Dragon Ball Super. People want it to come back. Heck, I want it to come back. I was very upset when I found out it got postponed. Not to mention I'm taking crap for it. People assuming things that I made it up, which, as you know, is obviously not true. And obviously I want the show to come back. Everybody does, right? But this has nothing to do with that. This is just for the people who missed it the first time. That's it. It's an easy way to catch up. Cartoon Network's been doing it forever. How many times they aired Dragon Ball Z over and over and over again? They aired DBZ more on Cartoon Network than even aired in some parts of Japan. And I'm not kidding when I say that. Think about that for a minute. So that's what this is. Now, I've had some people say to me, well, does this mean they're prepping us for the return of the series? And the answer is possibly. Because it is a smart move to show the previous stuff before you show the new stuff. Like, for example, with Kai. But understand that Kai was also a new show. Kai, even though it was a recut of Dragon Ball Z, when it aired was still technically a new show with new episodes, just a different edit. Right? This is going to be literally the same stuff that aired in Japan. Same exact episodes for this Dragon Ball Super rerun. Nothing to do with Digimon 2020 or the Super time slot. If Super were to return when it returns, when that show comes back, it's not going to be on any other time slot unless something major happens. It's not going to be. It's going to be the exact same time slot right before One Piece. So that's what I have for you here on this video. I hope that people are maybe feeling better about this, because I mean, I understand there's emotion there. I was telling you guys on several videos I've done this year that I do not expect the anime to get announced at Jump Festa. I don't expect it. They don't always announce Dragon Ball stuff at Jump Festa. For example, when Super came back, that was not announced at Jump Festa. That was announced in March of 2015. April 2015, excuse me. When Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods and Resurrection F were coming out, those were also not announced at Jump Festa. Those were announced in the summer the previous year. So they don't always announce new stuff at Jump Festa. And if Super is going to be coming back, when it comes back, it may not be announced at Jump Festa. It could be at any point during the year. Could be at Jump Carnival. Could be during Golden Week in May. It could be at any point. So that's why I always say don't put stock in the Jump Festa and don't get your hopes up until something actually gets announced. We have a new arc coming. The moral arc will be adapted at some point, I'm sure. But as of right now, when Super gets announced, obviously I'll cover it. That's going to be obvious. But just don't assume it's going to always be at Jump Festa. I thought at one time this way, but I'm telling you it's not. So, again, to reiterate, these are the same old episodes on a different network at a different time slot. Has nothing to do with Dragon Ball Super's future. It's just for the people who missed it the first time, who did not go out, who may not be able to afford Blu-rays. It's just for them to watch it again. And it makes sense to re-air the episodes because they never did rerun it before. So, makes sense. Talk to you soon.